Okay. Good afternoon. My name is Dana Sofia, and today I'm going to talk about Cold War. The Cold War was a war between USA and the Soviet Union after World War II. It started in the 1940s and ended in 1999. The main conflict was between two ideas and ways of ruling: communism, that was the Soviet Union, and capitalism, that was USA. During this war, both nations tried to outdo each other, and it is also known as the war that could have happened but did not. Now, what the term Cold War refers to. The term was first used by George Orwell in an article he published in 1945, and it refers to a state of political hostility and military tension between two countries or power blocs, involving propaganda, subversion, threats, economic sanction, and other measures short of open warfare. That between of the American and the Soviet blocs after World War II. This is according to the New Dictionary of Cultural Literacy, 3rd edition. Now we're going to talk about these two ideas, which are communism and capitalism. Communism stated that businesses could only be owned by the state. There was only one political party. The government was a dictatorship. It was more important to serve the state than to have more personal freedom, and the media was controlled by the state. Now, capitalism stated that civilians were allowed to make their own money and have their business. It also revolved around free markets, which meant that companies and business people could buy and sell products and services. There were multiple political parties. The government was democratic. Citizens had rights and freedom, and the media had a freedom of speech. Now, in my interview, I interviewed Mario Rodriguez, who is my grandpa. Now, what countries were the world leaders during this period? He answered, I believe it was USA, Great Britain, and the Soviet Union. Why did countries who were allies during the wars become enemies afterwards? Because of the different ideas and ways of ruling, which were the capitalism and communism. Where did the Cold War take place? All around the world. What opinion did the general public have of the war? He answered that they were all afraid because there were many threats made to us, Mexico, because we had to be allies of the USA. What type of weapons did the two world powers have at their disposal? They had nuclear bombs, missiles, and so much more. That would be it for today. Thank you for listening, and I hope you understood a little more about the Cold War.